Hey guys, welcome back. Hi guys, all right, there's an update I'd like to share. So this is going to be an update episode on the channel here. So basically, wanted to talk about what I've been working on. And so what I'm working on predominantly is a couple of things. So obviously this channel has been a big part of it. So basically doing my first experience with YouTube and with social media, at this sort of level where I'm actually, creating a lot of video content. That's been going really well. It's definitely been a learning curve for me. I'm not natural at this stuff, but it's been fun to get out of my comfort zone. And I'm hoping I'm providing value here. And so that's my goal. I also am using it as a way to sort of document on a regular basis, like what I'm up to. And I think that's going to be fun for me to be able to look back in a few months or years or whatever, and be able to sort of see how things progressed. I've also been working on my health. I just started sort of a longer term fast this week. I shouldn't say just started because I haven't started it yet, but it's scheduled. So I'm doing a water fast. It's really difficult for me actually. What I need to do is basically take everything out of my house that I could possibly want to eat. So basically I've just been sort of getting rid of all my groceries. I'm down to my last couple of things today, so I'm going to officially start this tomorrow. I'll let you know on a future episode what transpired there. And then I'm doing regular sort of exercise. One of the challenges I'm having is I actually have Billy here, and he's a young puppy, and he's not used to being alone. So every time I try to leave him completely, he flips out. So I need to get a little tougher either, or he needs to get a little tougher. One of us needs to get a little tougher, and I need to basically be able to, schedule some more time on my own to go to the gym and things like that. But right now I'm actually working out at home. It's so far so good. I have an app that's helping me with that to kind of be able to do a lot of stuff without needing equipment. So that's kind of cool. And then I do a lot of exercise with him, so we do a lot of walking around here in Tallinn where I'm staying. In terms of projects, right now what I'm working on a lot, what's been kind of progressing nicely, is two things. So one is transitioning from basically a full service agency to productized service agency model, where I'm basically having specific services that have a lot more constraint than I currently have with the full service agency. And I'm going to be transitioning completely into that over the next couple of months. Working with a great guy down here in Estonia on that. He's been helping me out, and found him down here, hired him. He's our CPO right now, our Chief Product Officer. So he's been helping me with wrapping up some projects with the current agency and then transitioning into this new model. That's been really helpful. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm working on digital publishing. So that's the other big part of this challenge that I've been really trying to be aggressive with. So ultimately what I want to do is have a thriving publishing business where I'm able to write some of my own things, do some podcasts there as well, and then also create some audiobooks, things like that, around topics that I'm really interested in. And then the future of that is to actually build out some products that launch within the same category that I'm talking about in these books, because I'll have an audience, I'll have a two-way conversation going with that audience, hopefully, and I can build better products and services to support those ideas. So most of the stuff I'm doing here is nonfiction, but there is actually a fiction component as well around fantasy and sci-fi, because I'm also working on an indie game that's also tailored to fantasy and sci-fi. So all that's going well. I think the indie game, I started it many months ago, and so that's sort of always sort of in the background, working away on that. I'm working closely with my game designer there, who's working also on some of the publications that we're launching around the self-publishing stuff that I just mentioned. So it's kind of cool because there's congruency there. He's already very familiar with that project, and now we're working on some fantasy book topics in that area. And then I have some other nonfiction books that I'm also working on. Just finished a few outlines, working on some cover art for those books. I'm going to be launching them in the Amazon store, as well as Amazon Marketplace, I should say, as well as a couple of other places that sell books. There's actually quite a few at this point. They're doing a lot of print-on-demand books. So there's, Google. They have their whole Play Store around this stuff now. There's Apple. There's Barnes and Noble. The list goes on. So, going to be really diving deep into the marketing side of that pretty soon, because I have my first couple of books that are ready to go, or almost ready to go. And so that's been, like, I think the main updates for me. Just really learning this whole new publishing game. Productizing my agency has been a lot of challenge, a lot of fun to figure that out as well, so that it's easier to scale, and it's also going to take less team members. They're going to be hopefully more valuable, more profitable, more successful. And so, yeah, been having a lot of fun, just enjoying the summer here in Estonia. It's a great place to build a business or build several projects, which is what I'm doing. So, yeah, that's my update. I'm going to do this check-in once a month. So we'll do another one in July. But for June, that's what I've been working on. That's the main things, and enjoying all of it. And definitely been a lot of huge learning curve and a lot of challenges. Yeah, what do you think? Anything to add here, buddy? Anything to add to the update? He just got bit. So I've been having not so much luck with puppies in my travels here in Estonia. His brother sadly passed away from a snake bite, and then it is a safe place, by the way, so don't let this deter you. I've been fine. These guys have been having some bad luck. He got bit by a stray puppy. You can sort of see here on his beautiful face here, he's got this gouge out of it. So I've spent a lot of time in veterinarian clinics here in Estonia. I've seen like 8 or 9 different ones now since I've been here. So that's been pretty crazy, because I've only been here for like 2 months. But anyway, outside of that, everything else is good. That's been probably the biggest challenge so far in the month of June, is just trying to keep these guys, or keep this guy healthy and alive without missing any limbs or eyes, or he's a puppy, so he's been having fun. He's like completely unfazed. I'm the one that's traumatized in this whole ordeal. Okay, I'm out. That's enough. Thank you for listening, and I will give another update in a month. Thank you.